Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make a buying decision. Now, all of the business details, which include the type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included in the sale can be found on the business listing. To view this information, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which is listed in the video thumbnail and the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And if after listening you want to take an even deeper dive into the business to perform your due diligence before potentially purchasing this business, you can unlock this listing to look through all of the business information, which includes the domain, the products, the P&L, and more. Can you tell us a little about your background in building and running online businesses?
Hello, my name is Richard.
My name is Volker.
Here we go. Over to you, Volker.
All right, business background. So, let's see, we started this business in 2015. It's been quite a long time. How did we come to start it? So, it's a funny story actually in a way, because Rich and I were both working in the mining industry in our state. And to get that job in the mining industry, I once signed up to some email list. I can't even remember the details of the email list. And it helped us to get this job, helped me to get this job. And then later Richard came along also. And I never unsubscribed from this email list. I just stayed on it, as you sometimes do. And then as we decide to move back to where we live now, away from the mining area, I remember the email list started changing. Instead of talking about mining, it started talking about selling on Amazon. And up until that point, I'd certainly never even considered it. It was such a foreign concept to me to sell on Amazon. But it sparked interest in me. And then I remember coming back home and beginning to think, well, what am I going to do now? You know, earn some good money in the mining industry.
Somehow already the algorithms were working well, and it knew that...
It knew we'd be a good fit for it somehow. So anyway, one day I clicked on that email and it was basically selling Matt Clark's Amazing Selling Machine course. And after looking at it quite a bit, I decided, yep, we'll give it a go. We thought we'd give it a crack. And never really looked back since then. So that's how we started it. What other parts of the question are there?
Why did you choose this niche?
Why did we choose this niche? So I remember with Amazing Selling Machine, we were, pretty much told to explore all niches. Just about everything was an option. But we kept coming back to this automotive accessories area because the products were very popular. That's for sure. They were pretty simple.
Yeah.
And one thing that was clearly significant was that they generally had a high gross profit margin. Eventually we made the decision. We decided that was the way to go. We chose
there was no particular area of interest that we had going in. It was just where the greatest money-making opportunity was. And we were guided to that niche that way.
And the simplicity of it was very appealing. So that's how we ended up in the auto accessories niche. And, we've never looked back. We've never explored elsewhere. It's always worked for us and still think it's an excellent niche to be in.
So why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
Reason for sale. All right. So this one is pretty simple. So I have another opportunity that has started to gain traction. And it's beginning to require a bit more investment, a bit more of my time and energy. And I'm quite enthusiastic about this opportunity. So the idea of selling came into my mind some months ago. And then I discussed it with Richard and found that Richard also as you thought about it, I think you had a similar sort of. You didn't object to the idea of selling.
Yeah,
anyway.
I suppose it'd been more in the back of my mind, and it just came more to the foreground of my mind. There are other interests and opportunities, but both business and non-business that, you just have a lot of interest in, and there's a strong desire for something new and a change after 8 years. And the timing is, right in the business and where it was right timing for yourself. And I thought more about it. It just, it came to a head.
Yeah. This business gave us everything we needed at the time. It allowed us to spend more time with our families when they were young. And now our families have grown up and we've started to explore other opportunities. And I think we just feel like we could offer it to an interested buyer, if there is one.
What did you learn from building this business that worked for you, or what do you think contributed to the success you experienced with this business?
What did we do that worked? All right. So I think, as mentioned, we chose products in a good niche, strong gross profit margin. That was certainly important and was very successful for us, continues to be. Our first product was a seasonal product. Then we decided to find a way to create a more constant income throughout the year. So we chose another seasonal product, but the opposite season, and then another product which was stable year round. Pretty stable year round, and that certainly worked for us. All these products continued to have a good gross product margin. And another thing that was always important to us that we always wanted to try was to differentiate our products. And I think a key way that we achieve this and have achieved this is with the development of the size charts. Now, the size charts are reasonably common in this niche. It's not like we invented them or anything, but we really wanted to take them to the next level. So make them super accurate, super authoritative, so that the customer has, a lot of confidence when they see it. And the reason that's helped us, I think, is because it really speeds up the buying process. The buyer has confidence and they can find the product they need, the size that they need, and they can just click and buy it. And for our competitors, if you have a look at some of the competitors for some of the other products, you can see that it's a bit more of a complicated process. So that's really helped us gain traction. That was very successful, and now we've achieved a good position among our competitors, and we're just building from there. So that's certainly worked. Aside from that, I think it's always been very important to maintain good relationships with anyone we work with.
Yeah.
The suppliers,
for sure.
Which is very much in your area.
Yeah, relationships with our BAs. We chose
BAs as well.
Great BAs and developed good relationships there, so that a happy team works well, and that flows down to actually our delivery and customer service.
Yes,
that was something that really worked, where we really gave a lot of focus to delivering good customer support and outcomes there. And as you mentioned, relationships with the suppliers, we've got great relationships there, and that's really worked. That's meant a lot. I mean, we have free storage with our suppliers, and just their service delivery. I think through the relationships that we've developed, I really feel like they go above and beyond in certain situations that come up to just get done what's needed. And I think you don't get that if you haven't developed that relationship. So that's something that certainly worked.
They're good suppliers, they work hard for us, and we're important clients for them. So all these things I think have certainly helped us a lot. And more recently we've got a new PPC agency, and that's helping to bring down tacos. That's another one that comes to mind, and that's certainly another successful element of the business and a good choice that we made.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got it. So was there anything you tried that didn't work out as well?
What that didn't work?
PPC springs to mind.
Yes, you mentioned the PPC. So I'd say about 12 months ago, we took our PPC from an in-house operation, and we wanted to try one of the agencies. And an agency that was recommended to us was one of the big agencies, and they operate via the AI optimization process. So they're quite automated. So we gave that a go, and we found that at the beginning it worked okay. And then gradually, as the month went by, our tacos started to go up, our ad spend was going up, it wasn't looking so pretty. In hindsight, we should have left them earlier, but we stuck around because they offered all sorts of, little tools that would help us optimize it further. None of them really worked. And in the end, we had to get rid of them, and we switched to the agency that we have, and it's now working out much better again, and tacos is improving, and it's looking good again. So that's the main recent thing that didn't work out so well.
Yeah, I haven't got anything to add in recent years.
No, I think that's about it.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
The work guide to maintain the business is not much because it's a pretty simple operation. We don't have many products. We have VAs that do the routine and the data processing tasks. They present us with most of the data that we need to make decisions, important decisions. I don't know, an average week, maybe combined, 10 to 20 hours. A little more, a little less, depending on the week, I suppose. I think that's a pretty reasonable answer. Yeah.
Now, if you were to keep the business, what are some ways you would try to grow it?
Growth opportunities, considerable, I'd say. Definitely. Because at the moment, we're really only in the North American marketplace and in the Australian Amazon marketplace. So I think it would be relatively easy to expand to other Amazon marketplaces, such as Europe.
And Canada as well.
Canada, which we're currently doing. So
we've only just started with Canada, and there's a lot more to grow into there.
There's a lot of potential in Canada because even selling remotely into Canada, our bestseller rating is already pretty high. So moving into that was a no-brainer from an FBA point of view. So that's in process. So other Amazon marketplaces.
And there are plenty of other products that would be great fits with the products that we've already got.
Definitely.
There's
plenty of cross-selling opportunities, complementary products, as you said. Yeah, the opportunities.
Which we can, we're able to talk more specifically about those that we would pursue if we were staying in the business, at a later time.
Certainly, we'd be happy to assist with any of that, of course. And then, of course, other platforms. You could move into Walmart. That's pretty logical.
Oh, did you say about Shopify?
Shopify, so we've almost completed a Shopify site. And probably the thing worth mentioning about that is that it has a specific app in it, which allows a customer to purchase by year, make, model, which would greatly speed up the purchasing process. So that might work. That has potential, I think. Yeah.
But between just the Canada market and Shopify alone, they're right on the edge of like a significant boost up, which...
Yeah, I think so.
It's right there ready to go.
Yep.
And what are the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
In a way, I think, the products have demonstrated consistent performance, year-on-year growth, and they have, a lot of reviews. Some of them a vast number of product reviews. So the products, I think, are pretty low risk. They're performing well. They're likely to continue performing well. I suppose the main risk at the moment is just that we're really on the one platform, the Amazon platform. So I guess we could be vulnerable to the same sort of risk that any Amazon seller would have, which would be changes on that platform, which we haven't come across any in our time that were damaging. Changes were generally positive, but that's a risk that just exists for any Amazon seller.
Yep, if you're only selling out of that one platform,
Yeah, other than that, I think it's a pretty solid business.
And how much support are you willing to offer a buyer who acquires this business?
Well, we're in a good position to offer plenty of support and ongoing. That's not going to be a problem in the positions that we're both going to be in.
Yeah, I think we both want to see the brand continue to perform well, do even better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's in a real spot to grow and succeed, and that's what we want to see happen, even post-sale. So
Yep. And I think we still enjoy working in this context.
Mm.
And we're willing to offer phone, email support, training, enter into certain arrangements if desired. We're open to just about anything.
Yeah.
And regarding the sale of this business, just confirming you commit to a non-compete.
We confirm.
We confirm we won't be
Yeah.
in automotive accessories,
We-
anything. Or, yeah,
No desires, no plans. That won't be an issue with us. We won't be in a position where we'll be competing.
easy, no compete.
And are you open to negotiating something like an earnout?
Yeah, absolutely open to negotiating terms around an earnout. I think, like anyone, we'd furthermore upfront, but we're happy to work through terms and discuss, things that are important to the buyer. And I feel like we're flexible and open in that space.
Yep.
So yes,
Sounds good.
Now, putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
The business has a lot of positives, I think. The products, as already has been mentioned, they have a strong track record, a lot of reviews, in a very good niche with strong profit margins. They already come differentiated to some respect with the size charts, and these size charts can be changed for different marketplaces. So there is also that expansion opportunity into other Amazon marketplaces,
Yeah,
Walmart, Shopify. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, as you're saying about the performance that's been demonstrated
Mm-hmm.
and the security in the position where our brand sits,
Mm-hmm.
and then at this time and where it's situated for the growth opportunities, I think that's, huge for buying at this stage of where it's at.
It's a good position to buy, I think. Strong year-on-year growth, solid niche, low risks, and I think we both honestly think that this could be expanded by someone who has that energy into one of the dominant products in this niche. Certainly in e-commerce.
I do feel like the hard work, the legwork's been done in getting it to this point. You've gotten over all the size hurdles in growth.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just so much opportunity to take it to the next stage.
Yeah. Good product, good brand.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which is listed in the video thumbnail and the description. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So thanks for joining us, and until next time.